Good morning, buzzers. Today is Thursday. It's the 27th of August. And this is Good Morning Buzzers. It's just our friendly chat, interactive at 7:30 a.m. every day of the week. 7:30 a.m. UK time. It could be morning where you are. It could be lunchtime. It could be afternoon. It could be evening. It could even be night or the middle of the night or early hours of the morning, because Buzz50.com, it's a social networking site for seniors over 50. And we are truly international. We've got loads going on this morning. We've got loads of people in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Good morning to you if you're in there. For Zengili, Fleur Rose, Jen, Angel Glow, Keith Ness, Carrie May, Jeff C, Joyous One Old Timer, Paul B, Pronto, Sasquatch, Witch Morgana, Old Timer. Have I missed anybody out? If I have, Olive, then good morning to you. If you're watching this on the Buzz50 homepage, at the bottom underneath it, you'll see a link. You can click that and dive into the chat rooms and join us. So good morning to all of you. We've got all sorts of things going on. We've got Name That Tune, and I think Zengili is guessing Eagles one of these nights, which it isn't. And we'll have a listen to it now. We've got Name That Tune. This is the tune. I think it's going to go this morning. Do you know what that is? If you do, it's 10,000 buzzer points. If you guess it live during the broadcast, either by typing in the Good Morning Buzzers room, or by phoning in, texting in, typing in on Skype, or any other way, or even sending in a PM on the site, then you also get to name another buzzer. That nearly dropped on the floor. Who also will get 10,000 buzzer points. So let's have a listen to this. Can you guess who that is? And whoa, we need the artist or group and the title of the song. We need both of them. So don't guess one whilst you're thinking of what the other is, or you'll give the game away perhaps to someone else. So we've got Name That Tune, the Buzz50 Joke-Off. That's where we do 2 jokes sent in by buzzers. Read out one, then you vote out of 10 in all the different ways that you can what you think of that joke. Then we do a few other things. Then we do the other joke, and then we see which one's the winner. And the winner doesn't get any points at all, but does get to go on Facebook, where you'll be credited with sending the joke in. So let's have a look and a listen to this. We've also got Spot the Difference. So if you can notice a difference between something here now and then when we come back, when we'll swap screens to have a listen to a tune and look at a funny saying sent in. And if you can spot the difference, again, don't get anything for that. The only points are for this, which is the Name That Tune. Got birthdays, new members. Oh, make Mike bigger. If you want to make me bigger, if you are, this won't apply to you unless you're in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. If you want to make this picture a little bit bigger but still stay in the chat room, then bottom right-hand corner, next to where it says Good Morning, you'll see 3 symbols. The right-hand one of them, which is a square, if you click that, I'm going to click it now, that will float the window, which means you can then move it about, but also bottom right-hand corner you can pull to make it bigger. So if you want to be able to see things a little bit bigger, and then if you click the little thing, it goes back down the bottom, and then you can click the other thing to make it how it was before. Have a play with it. You might want to play now. Pronto saying you belong to me, but name's gone. Well, I can tell you that this song that I'll play again now is not You Belong to Me by anybody. And certainly not by But Name's Gone. Rolling Stones, Angie from Zengili. No. And the first joke, which we'll cunningly call joke number 1. Sent in by a buzzer, we're not going to say who. Listen to this and give it points out of 10. And if you want to call in, don't wait for a pause. We had Paul B call in yesterday. We've got a message from him today. Oh, we called him, didn't we? Do call in, do send a text in, whatever it is, even if you just want to say hi. So here's joke number 1. A speaker of sorts speaking to a group of retired people In the middle of his speech, he began to brag about his golf game, how good he was. Normally, golfers don't brag about their game unless they're lying. Then, at the end of the speech, a blind man came up to him and said, "Sir, why I shut my eyes, I don't know. Blind men don't necessarily shut their eyes. Sir, I want to challenge you to a game of golf." The speaker looked down at him and said, "I can't take advantage of you, a blind man." The blind man replied, "Never you mind. I want to challenge you to a game of golf." The speaker tried to get out of it everywhere and every way he could, but he couldn't. The blind man was absolutely adamant and persistent until finally the speaker said, "Okay, what time do you want us to tee off?" The blind man replied, 5 minutes after midnight tonight." Very good. Well done. Playing golf in the dark. How many points out of 10 for joke number 1? And can you name this tune? Sip of coffee whilst the votes are coming in. If you could please send in jokes. We've got quite a lot of jokes lined up, so if yours hasn't been read out yet, it's on the list. Particularly, we need poems, funny videos, and sayings, proverbs, that sort of thing, or anything else that you want to send in that we can use. Or any ideas for this as well. We've got the votes coming in. We've got Jeff C saying 8, Fleur Rose saying 5, Pronto 5, Jembo 5, Joyous One 5, Carrie May 4, Kate Ness 6, thank you. And that gives us so far an average of 5.4, brought down slightly now by Sasquatch with 4. Paul B with 3. Hello, Paul B. Great to speak to you yesterday. Now, we'll do it now whilst Paul's typing in there. We've got a message from Paul. Paul very kindly has enthusiastically taken over the disabled group. And we spoke to Paul yesterday, and his chat you can see now on Facebook if you want to. If you want to have a look at Facebook, you can have a look at Facebook even if you're not a member of Facebook. Just type in Buzz50 Facebook and you'll see it, and then you'll see the video of excuse me, of Paul and me having a chat. And the message from Paul, like another group's doing, Paul has come up with the idea of having a motto or a saying for the disabled group. Now, the disabled group isn't just for disabled people, it's for disabled carers and for people that are just interested or even interested in helping. So if you can come up with a saying, a motto about the group, then send it in or type it in on the wall or PM it to me, or probably better still, PM it to Paul B. And then he can get them all together. And Paul wants Miller and I to judge which is the best motto or saying. Well, we'll see how we sort that out as we go along. So anybody, any idea who this is? I can see another guest come in of Mark Knopfler. What it is, and it isn't. Good morning to all of you in the Good Morning Buzzers room. That's Dezen Gillifleur, Rose, Jen 22, Angel Glow, Keith Ness, Carrie May, Jeff C, Joyous One, Jembo, Old Timer, Paul B, Pronto, Sasquatch, and Witchmore Ganna. If you're watching this and you've no idea what it is, then Buzz50.com is a free social networking site for seniors over 50. It's not a dating site. We've got lots of married people and even married couples on the site, single people, widowed, divorced, all sorts. We've got chat rooms, forums, social networking, competitions, photo galleries, quizzes, all sorts of things. Do come along and join us. Just Google Buzz50, and we do this little broadcast at 7:30 a.m. every day of the week. Just come along to the Buzz50 homepage. So let's switch screens now and have a look at something sent in by, I think this was sent in by Joyous One, and listen to a tune sent in by Joyous One at the same time. Look at this. Is this clever or what? So let's start the tune and then we'll switch screens and then see if you can spot the difference afterwards. This is Frank Mills with Music Box Dancer. Let's see if I can get this right. That should be working now. home is where you can say anything you want because nobody listens to you anyway. So if you've got any pictures you can send in or videos, do send them in and we'll put them on here. Hello, I'm back again. Let's fade that tune down gently if we can, trying to be a little bit professional. Thanks for sending that in, Joy. And as I say, if you've got anything that you can send in, particularly pictures, funny videos, sayings, jokes, poems, then do send them in and we'll use them on here. And if you want to call in at any time, give us a call, give us a text. And now let's have joke number 2. Has anybody guessed this yet? Carrie May says the Buzz50 mug's gone. Jeff C, the mug has moved on the table. Yes, the mug was there. It's no longer there. No, it's daft. It's just a bit of fun. But why not? And it makes sure that people are paying attention. Right, okay. If you want to type anything in the Good Morning Buzzers room for me to read out, then do. Fleur Rose said, I said that before Jeff knew he was going to move it, especially when he drank from it. Well done to everybody who guessed that. House with no name. America. No. Right, let's do joke number 2. So joke number 1 finally ended up with an average of exactly 5. Joke number 2. Coming up now. So we don't say who it's from until after we have got all the votes in. Joke number 2. Once there was a little boy who lived in the country. The family still used an outhouse. And the little boy hated it because it was so hot in the summer, freezing cold in the winter, and stank all the time. The outhouse was sitting on the bank of a creek, and the boy was determined that one day he'd push that old outhouse straight into the creek. So one day after a spring rain, the creek was swollen and the little boy decided today was the day to push the outhouse into the creek. He found a large pole and started pushing. Finally, after much effort, the outhouse toppled into the creek and floated away. That night, his dad told him that they were going to the woodshed after supper. The boy knew that that meant a spanking, so he asked why. The dad replied, somebody pushed the outhouse into the creek today. It was you, wasn't it, son? The boy answered, yes. And then he thought a moment and said, Dad, I read in school today that George Washington chopped down a cherry tree and didn't get into trouble because he told the truth, like I just did. The dad replied, well, son, George Washington's father probably wasn't in the cherry tree at the same time. Ha ha. How many out of 10 for joke number 2? And Zengil is saying Eagles take it to the limit for this. Jen, yes, horse with no name. House with no name. I'm getting out house and horse muddled up. Right, let's. Caithness, lol, I've heard this one. But what do you think of it, Caithness? We've got a 5 from Jeff C. We've got a 7 from Fleur Rose. We've got a 5 from Jen. We've got a 6 from Jembo. We've got a 6 from Joyce One. We've got a 5 from Carrie May. A 7 from Angel Glow. If you can do better, do send jokes in. So we've got quite a few lined up, but still need them for future broadcasts. And wasn't my joke as gave it 7, says Fleur. Yeah, you're not allowed to give your own joke more than 6. So you can vote for your own joke, otherwise people might know that it's going to be you. The Eagles, Hotel California says Sasquatch. No. So it's a 4 from Paul B, a 4 from Sasquatch or Sasquatch, however you say it. Said that yesterday, Sass, not the one. If you've guessed what the name of that tune is and you think I might have missed it, do say it again. Just in case I have missed it. And that makes joke number 2 the winner. Oh, we've got 7 coming from Old Timer who's just got it, I think. That makes joke number 2 even more the winner at 5.5 versus joke number 1 at 5. Exactly. So joke number 1 was kindly sent in by Ellie. Ellie218. Well done. 5 is quite a good score on this show. And with an amazing 5.5, joke number 2 was sent in by Pronto. Well done, Pronto. So let's do a couple of birthdays. Then I think we've done pretty much everything that we're going to do. Unless you want to type anything in or phone in, then do. We did spot the difference. We haven't done new members. We did make Mike bigger. Do practice afterwards. This little broadcast in the corner of the chat room is always there, even after the broadcast. You can watch it recorded, but you can play with it by making it a little bit bigger and floating it around the screen if you want to see things a little bit better. Sounds like Angie Rolling Stones to me. Whichever way, Zengili says, no, it's not. Do you know, I thought it sounded like Angie. And so I had to play the full version again yesterday just to be sure, just in case I hadn't copied and pasted the wrong song. Okay, birthdays. We'll do this little tune like we normally do, which is the Minions. Thanks for that. Hope we're not doing anything about any copyrights here. Better turn
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to Rosie Rose. Happy birthday, Rosie Rose, who was on just half an hour or an hour ago. Let's fade it down. We've got 3 other birthdays today, but these people haven't been on for a while. So we'll still say happy birthday to Jenny Anydots, Sally and CJ 1957, but a special happy birthday to Rosie Rose, who was on recently, presumably checking out her wall where people have been writing happy birthday and sending messages and so on. New members joining, happy birthday. Good morning to you from the USA, England, other, South Africa, loads from the USA, Wales, and Australia. So hello to all of you, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for watching this Good Morning Buzzers. Nobody guessed this. I'm going to double check afterwards that I've got it right. Hooray for Pronto. Hooray at least. Jen. And well done, Pronto, from Fleur Rose. Pity it was clean or I'd get a 10, says Pronto. Yeah, Pronto does have some very good, cheeky jokes, which we can't read out on here because we've got to try and please everybody all of the time. So goodbye for now. Thanks for watching. Let's have a quick look, see if anyone sent in a live message that I failed to read out. Yes, a couple of messages in, but not specifically about this. Okay. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Good morning, Buzzers. Do come and join us if you're not a member. If you are, good morning, Buzzers, and goodbye.